Hello everyone, welcome to our class. Today in this class we will start Physical World and Measurement for class 11th. This is first unit of our syllabus for class 11th and today we will discuss Introduction for Physics, especially for 11th class students. This unit, first unit, Physical World and Measurement, includes two chapters, Physical World and Units and Measurement. First chapter is Physical World and Units and Measurement is second chapter. We will start from Physical World today. You know what is Physical World? We are living in a world in which living and non-living things are included. But in this, only we consider non-living things. Non-living things and the science which deals with non-living things is called physical science. The science which deals with non-living world is called physical science. And this science included many subjects like geography, astronomy and physics also. So we are focusing on physics, our subject, and starts from this chapter Physical World, which relates non-living phenomena and nature and natural phenomena. Okay? Students, great scientist Albert Einstein also said that science is not just a collection of laws. It is just a collection of human minds, creativity of human minds, and which relate to reactivate the ideas and realistic concepts. He applies these phenomena on the realistic concepts on natural phenomena. So in physics, particular when we define the particular way what is physics, then we will explain physics is that branch of science which deals with nature and natural phenomena. That branch of science which deals with nature and natural phenomena. This subject, physics, actually reveals the laws of day-to-day observations that we observe in our day-to-day life, in our day-to-day routine phenomena that we do in our daily life. It relates with that only. So that physics, the subject physics, is mainly categorized in two branches, two categories. One, we said physics has two categories. One is classical physics and other is modern physics. Classical physics and other is modern physics. This classical physics acquire all the knowledge related to physics before 1900, the year 1900, before 1900 only we can say the knowledge of physics, the complete knowledge acquired before 1900 all merged in classical physics, and after that, after onwards, after 1900, the year 1900 यानी 19वीं शताब्दी के बाद जितनी भी फिजिक्स से रिलेटेड नॉलेज, लॉज ऑब्जर्व की एंड ऑब्जर्वेशन all are included in modern physics. This is two category of physics. This classical physics include mechanics, thermodynamics, and electromagnetism. These phenomena which depends on mechanics, which related to mechanics, thermodynamics means temperature, related to all the theories included in thermodynamics merged in classical, and electromagnetic phenomena, all electromagnetic concepts, all the theories included in classical physics. And modern physics included relativity, the two main branches, relativity and another one is quantum. This is most important part of physics. Relativity and quantum, these both are included in modern, and these three branches are included in classical. Got it? I am proceeding to the next topic in this chapter, physical world. Students, don't panic and don't think कि ये जो chapter है ये हम किस तरीके से इसको read कर रहे हैं, because when we are study, when we introduce this chapter in class 11th, the main purpose of this chapter is to familiar कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा जो students हैं they get familiar with the subject physics, कि what is that kind of subject, what we are going to read in this subject, what we are learn from this subject, all is about this. So we are concluding so many topics in the small chapter physical world that is very beneficial for you to learn that the introduction of physics ki what we are going to read and what we are going to learn. So forces in nature that I am telling you, you already know there are four kind of forces in that we already read in the previous classes. First is gravitational force, second is electromagnetic force, थर्ड इज, ये नया हो सकता है आपके लिए, वीक फोर्सेस, एंड फोर्थ वन इज न्यूक्लियर फोर्सेस. I'll explain these forces one by one. First is gravitational. All of you know about this. Newton has given the law, universal law of gravitation. F is equal to G m1 m2 by r square. This is all about that. This force is very 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 weak force. आप समझ सकते हैं कि अगर हम कोई ऑब्जेक्ट को अगर हम आराम से उसको फोल्ड डाउन करें तो दैट डजंट स्टक टू द ग्राउंड, मीन्स हम उसको इजीली वापस भी ले सकते हैं. दैट ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स इज वेरी वेरी वीक फोर्स. सेकेंड वन इज इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फोर्स. मैग्नेटिक पोल्स जो होते हैं उनके अराउंड, चार्ज पार्टिकल्स के अराउंड जो भी फोर्सेस होती हैं उसको हम इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फोर्स के अंडर में रीड करते हैं. दिस इज जस्ट द सेम काइंड ऑफ फोर्स एज ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स. इट ओबेज द सेम इनवर्स स्क्वायर लॉ एज ग्रेविटेशनल obey. Inverse square law is the law in which we can say any force is inversely proportional to the square of distance, and the same thing is in gravitational and the same is in electromagnetic. The difference is only that कि यहाँ पे हम दो बॉडीज, दो ऑब्जेक्ट्स के बीच में जो मासेस हैं उनमें हम डिस्टेंस का करते हैं, दैट इज वी कंसीडर आर. एंड इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक में जो पोल्स हैं उनके बीच में मैग्नेटिक मोमेंट है या चार्ज पार्टिकल हैं उनके बीच में कोई जो सेपरेशन है उसको हम आर के लिए. तो बोथ फोर्सेस ओबे इनवर्स स्क्वायर लॉ, बट दिस फोर्स इज स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट एज कंपेयर टू ग्रेविटेशनल. देन वीक फोर्सेस. Why we are saying that these are weak forces? You know alpha, beta, gamma radiations जो होते हैं न्यूक्लियर साइंस में जो एमिट होते हैं, अल्फा पार्टिकल्स, बीटा डिके, गामा रेडिएशंस, जो इस टाइप के एक्सपेरिमेंट्स में जो फोर्सेस यूज की जाती हैं, जो फोर्सेस यूज होती हैं उनको हमने वीक फोर्सेस कहा है. ये एक्सपेरिमेंट को ओबे कराने के लिए, एक्सपेरिमेंट को परफॉर्म कराने के लिए एट दैट टाइम वी यूज दिस काइंड ऑफ फोर्सेस, बट दीज आर very weak forces. Last one is nuclear force. Minute particle, you can say the atomic particles, proton, neutron, inside the atom, they bound together with a strong force that is called nuclear force, and this force is strongest force is in the nature. Got it? Students, in this chapter physical world you will see some kind of charts, you will some kind of tables in NCERT and from there this table included like scientist name and their theories. Just try to go through them and learn them, what they have invented, what they work for. Sometimes examiner can ask from there also, so I can advise you only. So don't try to उनको रटना नहीं है, you can simply just go through them. And the last one is, you also familiar that topic, conservation laws. I think in the law of conservation of energy and law of conservation of linear momentum you already know. I will revise that. In conservation law, first law is law of conservation of linear momentum. Linear momentum, P is equal to mv. This law stated that if there is no external force, then net momentum remains unchanged. Only that. Next one is law of conservation of angular momentum. This law included L is equal to I omega. L is for angular momentum, I is for moment of inertia. I think you don't know about that, but in further chapters we will study. And omega is angular velocity. This law obeys for angular motion. In this also, net momentum remains conserved if there is no external force. Next one is very simple, and you know about that, law of conservation of energy. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but can transform from one form to another form. Law of conservation of charge is just similar to conservation of energy, because when we can say that if energy can neither be created, then energy is a part of energy generated from some kind of charge. Then the same is we can apply on charge, that we can say charge can also transform from one body to another. We rub our hand, we are transforming the charge. So these 4 laws included in conservation laws. In this chapter only this kind of topics you know about that, and not more than. Then in next video we will start unit and measurement. The main unit starts from that part only. So guys, you can revise these topics, and before that I also share this. Before this unit physical world, you will see a chapter, not a chapter, just an introduction called mathematical tools. And in that chapter you know that and you will get some kind of formulas regarding maths. Some kind of formulas you already familiar that, and maybe some formulas are new for you, but those formulas are very helpful in further chapters of physics, or we can say ki the totally physics. Only we will use maths portion, that only, and that specially for those students which choose medical stream, which are not going to take maths in further 11th class. तो स्टार्टिंग में मैथमेटिकल टूल्स जो है स्पेशली हेल्पफुल रहेगा उन स्टूडेंट्स के लिए. तो जस्ट गो थ्रू देम एंड ट्राई टू लर्न देम, and we will use that kind of formulas in our next chapters. Thank you.